My biggest issue was what happened after the turnaround, the fall away. Okay, so again, I didn't love the shot either, but whatever. It's Tatum. He can make those. What are you doing with the clock running down and you have the ball? Why do you have to get another bucket there? What the hell are you doing?
So if you just hold it, Mazz, they are going to get possession with, I think, I'll go back and check it, but I think if you had just done nothing and they had let the shot clock wind out, Memphis would have gotten the ball back, probably side out with a second and a half, something like that.
But but again,
I'm going to go look.
First of all, you're really forcing them to foul. And more importantly, you can also shoot it as the shot clock's about to expire.
And then it runs out. That's right. Yeah.
So you can do that too. The point is, you didn't have to go to the rim there. You had control of the situation. You didn't have to go to the rim. So first of all, why did Tatum give up the ball? Secondly, since when did Drew Holiday think that he could dunk over Jaren Jackson? What's the logic there? Who I think is the reigning defensive player of the year.
He is.
Okay, so like that's two guys who've been in the league, one longer than the other, but they've been in the league now for a while.
So I don't know exactly. The Tatum shot came with 17. The Derek White offensive rebound on my game sheet says 14.1 seconds. So they may have been able to take it down to 0.
Yeah, there was no need to give the ball up there. Like for what? For a bucket? Who cares? Just let them come get you. And then if they foul you, you get the free throws and you're up 5 or 4, whatever,
Yeah.
Like, it's over. Instead, you give them the ball back because you got, impatient? And you lost your wits? So, and you know what? They pulled it out in Toronto over the weekend, but it was a similar kind of fight for your life kind of game, really. And they pulled away at the end of that thing a little bit, but they had to fight tooth and nail for it.
You sound agitated with the Celtics.
I am agitated. I know they're 11-2 or whatever the hell they are. But I look at them, and then I hear Mazzulla after the game, and he's sort of very matter-of-fact about the whole thing. I've come to the conclusion, I'm sort of with Cerrone Battle on this, although it's not as much about the three-pointers with me as much as it is about his overall leadership. This team is so loaded with talent. He should be riding their ass over the things that they're doing wrong. This team thinks it acts like a team that already has a championship in its pocket and is just kind of coasting and knows when it can turn it on to win.
Mazzulla did say we got lucky last night. We got away with one.
Yeah, but not with enough anger.
Ha! You didn't like his tone.
I didn't. He's not hard enough on them. Like, to me, it's
he sat Holiday, Tatum, and Brown late in that third quarter, right, or midway through that third quarter. It's not like, if he sounds meaner, does it? As long as he's showing the actions of it, like a coach that's pissed off, which I think that he did, shouldn't that count enough?
Murray, I think they have the same problem in some ways that they've had in other years. They still don't respect their own talent, and they don't. The only difference now is they have more of it, so they can get away with it. But I still think some of these games, last night's game, how many guys were out for Memphis? Oh, they were missing like 8 guys.
Yeah, but I think because of their talent, because where their pecking order, they're looked at as one of the best teams in the league, and certainly the best team in the East, they're going to get team's best game night in, night out, even if they're a lesser team. I look at last night, that's a game they 100% lose last year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I look at them.
And there's been a few of those this year so far.
I thought other than the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game, because I thought early on they looked good. I thought early on they came out and they said, we're going to step on these guys early, and that's going to be it. And then Memphis kind of fought back, and I thought the Celtics kind of half-assed it. There were a couple of guys that, to his credit, I thought Porzingis played hard last night.
Yes. It doesn't add up that Memphis would be in that ballgame. They don't have anybody.
No, it shouldn't have been remotely that close. And all I'm saying is, why do you have to play down to the final seconds? And I don't even know what the final minutes told. Tatum played 37 and a half minutes the other night against Toronto, and he played 35 plus last night. He should be cashing out at 27, 28 minutes in these games, like they did early in the year when they put up the 155. Get yourself a nice, easy night, take the night off, be ready to go for the next one. Like, that should have been a layup. They're making these games harder than they should. And I'm sorry, you can say, and I don't mean you, but you can say 11-2 is 11-2. Fine, 11-2 is 11-2. The standard for this team's higher. They should be crushing a team like Memphis last night. Crushing them. Clean it up early, get off the floor, sit for 20 minutes. What are you doing? They're dinking around still.